The sights and sounds of spring
are here on K-Nation.
His standard is higher. Make sure you know what you're doing and know how to do it when you get on that field.
It's baseball season.
It's softball season.
2 more will score. It's a 2-out onslaught.
And it is always football season.
There's a standard that we set, and we're holding each other to that standard.
Like we started it together, let's finish it together.
And the off season is just getting started.
I'm Holly Skeeter, and you're watching K-Nation.
K-Nation, sponsored by 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline.
Tonight on K-Nation, we've got an electric top 10 again. We brought you the best plays from K-State hoops last week, and now it's the Jayhawks' time to shine.
Plus, K-State women's basketball assistant Mike Nicholson joins the show. He discusses the past, the present, and, of course, an exciting future for that program.
And it's a game of who's in and who's out in men's basketball right now. We'll tell you about the most recent arrivals and departures for both K-State and KU.
Welcome into K-Nation. Glenn Kinley, Caroline Sora. We'll get to that transfer portal news, but first, a moment of panic for us and about everyone in purple in Northeast Kansas. As many people thought the Cats head coach was on the move. It's a sigh of relief in Manhattan, Kansas.
I would say relief is the right word there, yes. K-State basketball and KU football fans can now bond over one thing, the fact that everybody wants their new great coach.
Yeah, but you can't have them. Guess what? They're not going anywhere. So we'll give you a timeline of how things went down this week.
On Thursday, Arkansas head basketball coach Eric Musselman took the job at USC. And then on Friday, reports from reputable sources said Coach Tang was at the top of the Razorbacks list. Then a couple hours later, reports that K-State extended a contract offer to Tang. And we don't know if a contract is related, but a little after 7 p.m. on Friday, Tang released a video on social media dispelling the rumors of any departure. So rejoice, everybody, and relax. Coach Tang is staying in MHK.
All right, that's great news for us, and I think for Wildcat basketball fans everywhere. There is a departure, though. K-State big man Jarrell Colbert in the transfer portal. The junior averaged 2.6 points and just about the same number of rebounds. He played in all but 4 games this past season for the Wildcats. He started 13 times. Colbert spent 2 seasons in Manhattan, redshirted in 2022-23 before playing this past season. And, of course, he joins Cam Carter and Dorian Finister as the 3 Cats to enter the portal thus far. However, with the departure comes an arrival. Let's talk about this. Tang gets his first transfer, and I would say his biggest transfer yet since he was hired at K-State. It's the offseason addition of Michigan point guard Doug McDaniel. The 5'11" sophomore led the Wolverines in scoring this past season and in passing. He put up 16.3 points and 4.7 assists per game. Comes to Manhattan with 2 years of eligibility remaining.
Let's go to the Hawks now. Big-time commitment for Bill Self is just KJ Adams Jr. staying home. The fiery big man will return for his senior season in Lawrence after averaging 12.6 points and 4.6 boards a game this season. He made his decision clear on social media, saying, quote, "Never was leaving." And stay tuned for top plays here in a little bit because KJ makes the list quite often.
Yeah, he loves to dunk the basket.
Yes, he does, and he's good at it, too. One staying, one coming in. Zeke Mayo is returning home. The Lawrence native made his commit to his hometown team this week after 3 years at South Dakota State, where he averaged over 18 points per game as a sophomore and junior. He brings some much-needed experience to this roster with 102 games of college basketball under his belt.
Of course, he's actually their second commit out of the transfer portal, too. A week ago today, Riley Kugel committed the Florida transfer, so Bill Self not wasting any time building that roster.
The moves are being made. Moves are being made. And then before all that happened, we did plan to start the show with some baseball and softball, so let's get into that now.
Yeah, that's what we should be talking about in the spring, right? The good news is the Jayhawks did not have to play OU softball again. That's never any fun.
No.
And even better news, Coach McFall's team with a big bounce back. We'll get to that, but first, a sunny but windy home series for KU baseball. Friday and Sunday, high scoring against West Virginia. Saturday was the outlier in a 4-0 final, but they were all 3 Mountaineer wins. KU baseball swept in Lawrence for the first time this season, but a weekend that certainly wasn't a lost cause, as yesterday was the Autism Awareness Game. to shine light on potential sensory differences in individuals on the autism spectrum. KU started the game with no noise on the speakers, and the volume got progressively louder each inning. I asked Coach Fitz what he hopes people took away from a unique ballpark atmosphere.
Expression is if you've met one kid on the autism spectrum, you've met one kid on the autism spectrum, and it really presents itself in so many different ways. But you know, I think the silence, you know, there's you know, it's a sensory thing in many ways, and some kids have no problem with the noise and some kids do, but it shows a little bit of a picture inside the mind of some kiddos that are on the spectrum, and I hope it just brings some awareness. We're just a small part of trying to help that cause.
Coach Fitz has a son with autism, so certainly a cause close to his heart. The Jayhawks home on Tuesday against Nebraska for the Buck O'Neil Classic.
So let's take a look at the Wildcats now on the road at number 25 UCF. Game 1 goes the way of the Knights 7-4. Then Cats steal one back in Game 2 4-3. Then the rubber match earlier today is a UCF victory 6-1. K-State drops to 20-10 on the season, 7-5 in Big 12 play. They play host to Wichita State on Wednesday in Taunton, and the Cats already beat the Shockers back at their place on March 19th.
More Chuck Ingram revenge, maybe, waiting for that one. Hey, KU softball had been red hot before a 4-game losing streak that included a midweek loss at ranked Nebraska, but the Hawks, breaking news, they're back.
They're back.
Bring out the brooms. It's a sweep for KU in Ames, Iowa with a 7-1, 11-0, and 6-2 wins. That's against the Cyclones, marking the third sweep over a Big 12 opponent this season. At this time last year, we were pretty fired up if this team won a Big 12 series, let alone sweeping, let alone on the road. Big-time wins all around as Coach McFall's team continues to build that program. KU now 25-12-1 overall, 10-5 in the Big 12. Exciting stuff for sure.
They've been fun to watch this year.
Don't go anywhere. We're just getting started here on K-Nation. Coming up, our first look at how things are going for K-State soccer in the spring as they look to build a program from the ground up.
But first, let's go to the football field. Unlike soccer, football's getting close to the end of its spring season. How the Hawks and the Cats are feeling after a few weeks at full speed, that's next.
Manhattan Area Technical College will help you build a foundation for your college career, like transferable credits offered in your high school, earning your high school diploma through GED completion on our campus. Break through to a new career. Manhattan Tech, providing higher education.
At Heartland Door and Window, installing a quality AMAR door is an easy and cost-effective home improvement project. With an average ROI of over 103%, upgrading to quality AMAR doors is a smart investment. From AMAR Carriage Court to AMAR Classica Full View, we have designs that work with any home. Heartland Door and Window now offers garage door screens. These screens can be easily installed with your existing garage door. For all your garage door and screen needs, call the experts at Heartland Door and Window.
The 27 News Storm Tracker is sponsored by D.L. Smith Electric, bringing your vision to life.
Monday on Today.
Excitement is out of this world, and today is the place to start your total eclipse morning. Join us live on the path of totality, preparing for this epic sweep across the nation. A cosmic event for the ages.
Monday only on Today.
Somebody just auctioned off the Titanic door prop, you know, the one that Rose floated on, where clearly there was room for Jack.
Next live, Julianne Moore.
Monday at 11 on 27 KSNT.
Am I just supposed to eat my bagel like you're not gonna go Jessica Jones on Bad Guys?
I am your mother, and it is my job to keep you safe. This is what I do now. Get down!
Sundays at 11 on 27 KSNT.
Manhattan Area Technical College will help you break through to a high-paying career by empowering you in high-demand fields. Let Manhattan Tech help you break through to a new career. Manhattan Area Technical College, providing higher education.
Welcome back to K-Nation. We're now in the spring stretch of football with both schools preparing for one of the highest anticipated seasons we've had in quite some time.
Absolutely. The expanded college football playoff means the Big 12 champion will be in there. We're hoping it's one of these two teams. We'll keep you updated, of course, as we lead up to week 1, and we are counting down the days. Let's start with the Jayhawks, though. We know what you want, and that's video of the elite vibes of Jalen Daniels at practice this week. Getting better, getting healthy, hoping for a full 2024 campaign. But coming on Friday. That's right, folks. We're just 5 days away from your first look at some team action. The Jayhawks have their spring showcase at Rock Chalk Park. That's usually where they play the soccer games, but of course the football stadium, all sorts of construction going on. The scrimmage, though, coaches and players say actually holds quite a bit of importance.
They understand that it's an evaluation opportunity and it's not just a practice rep and sometimes. So, and you get a chance to see somebody under a different circumstance and I think we're getting some good reads on some guys.
I feel like the spring brings us all together. We go through, you know what I'm saying, the fight together, the weight room, the struggles, the ups, the downs. When somebody make a play, we all celebrate and getting to know each other, like getting hyped. So spring is really good for us to see where we at.
That 2024 spring game is Friday at Rock Chalk Park. It's a 7 p.m. start.
Now, there's no spring game on the schedule for K-State, but that's been a Chris Kleiman staple since he got to town. That doesn't mean the Wildcats aren't going full throttle, though. We've all heard the phrase, iron sharpens iron, and Coach Klanderman even said that earlier in the week. But in talking to coaches this spring, the thing that sticks out with the defense is the amount of iron with this group. Not only are these guys making each other better, but they always have to be on their A game because with the depth on this roster, your spot, well, it could get taken.
Spring is about evaluation and it's about experimentation, and so we're trying to find those guys, and we are trying to push some guys up with the ones. Is it worth taking somebody else off the field to put them on?
If you mess up, it's a guy right behind you that's going to step in and do the job. So you need to make sure you know what you're doing and know how to do it when you get on that field because you know the leash is short.
One specific area coaches told us this is helping with is the defensive line group. You saw Sam Alou being sidelined with an injury has helped other DTs get some great experience.
I'm sure they're limiting some guys' rep this time of year to make sure that they stay healthy. Some of those guys who have already gotten a lot of action, but by the time we get to August, they'll be ramped up and be ready to take down some Big 12 opponents.
Oh, definitely, definitely. Now, from football to football, spring games are officially underway for K-State soccer.
Yeah, the Wildcats played in their first of 5 spring scrimmages yesterday against Nebraska as they look to keep building this program quite literally from scratch. Coach Dabini hopeful that some new staff members can help bring some juice. The program has 3 new assistants, including J.C. Ackerman, who played professionally just down the road with the KC Current. Also, Mario Felix and Sammy Boateng are the other new assistants in MHK. After launching the program in 2016, the Cats yet to finish above 500, but despite that, Coach Dabini says there's a whole lot of belief in his locker room.
It's always a challenge, you know, starting a program from scratch, but I feel pretty good, confidently seeing the growth and development, players on the field, and it's just been fun to watch. There's been challenges. Don't get us wrong. There's been a lot of heartbreak, but there's a lot of growth and potential, and the future is definitely bright.
A lot of growth and potential, he says. As for his message to prospective student athletes, well, he says this is a chance to be part of history, to be part of uncharted territory within a new program that's looking to build. The Wildcats go to Boulder to visit future Big 12 foe Colorado. That's this Saturday. Don't go anywhere. Coming up after the break on K-Nation, K-State women's basketball assistant Mike Nicholson in studio. We're talking about a memorable season and looking ahead to what he says is a real bright future. Coach Nick, up next.
Honey, what are you doing?
What? I just fixed the leaky chimney.
Call Certified Fireplace and Chimney. We fix leaky chimneys properly.
Cloud County is your home away from home. Through hands-on learning, small class sizes, and affordable tuition, you can develop your unique talents with support from our caring faculty and staff. Join our family and be Cloud proud.
Truck crash? We're your on-the-scene big truck team. At Devon James, we know the real work happens down here, where we use our extensive knowledge about truck laws and regulations to investigate what really happened.
And here, where the real impact and pain of a truck crash is felt. And if need be, here.
Where we present the evidence and go to battle on your behalf.
Call Devon James, your on-the-scene big truck team.
The minute you need our help, you can find us right here.
Ladyfingers Automotive. Family-owned auto repair with hands that understand your vehicle. Quality repairs done at an affordable cost. When you're in need of service, repair, or towing, remember Ladyfingers Automotive.
Batter up at Play It Again Sports. We offer an extensive selection of new and used baseball and softball equipment from Wilson, Easton, Rawlings, Louisville Slugger, DeMarini, String King, Dudley, Mizuno, Marucci, and Nakona. We have custom uniforms. Try before you buy with our indoor batting cage. Bring in your quality used gear to save even more by trading in and trading up or get cash on the spot. We are buying all day, every day. Play It Again Sports, 21st and Fairlawn in the Fairlawn Plaza Mall.
Do you have water damage from storms? Give Certified Fireplace and Chimney a call before the damage gets worse. We'll inspect your chimney inside and out. Then we'll make any necessary repairs. Don't wait until it's too late. Call Certified Fireplace and Chimney today.
Welcome back to K-Nation. As we shift to putting basketball season in the rearview mirror, still a lot to talk about. Certainly a memorable season for K-State women's basketball. We got a perfect guest for just that. Coach Nick, Mike Nicholson joins us in studio. Coach, thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, Coach, welcome. Well, tell us, how's year 1 through 3 been in Manhattan for you?
It's tremendous. I love Kansas State, the people. Love the people we work for in athletics. Gene Taylor's the best. Jill Shields is phenomenal. And I've known Coach Mitty a long time, so was excited as we talked 3 years ago to join staff, and the players have been great and came off one of the best years in the history of women's basketball. So momentum's there and we're rolling.
Yeah, talk to me about the season and what this season was like. You guys climb as high as number 2 in the country. So many memories, but I think you'd agree that the ending was not what everyone wanted, right? So how do you balance this of what a wonderful season versus...
Exactly, unless you're South Carolina and raising that trophy at the end, you're just a little frustrated. But to go from unranked to ranked 2nd in the country, the first program in the history of women's basketball to do that, picked either 4th or 5th preseason, finished 3rd, got the double bye, had amazing wins, beat Iowa at Iowa. They only scored 58, which is the lowest point total in the history of Caitlin Clark while she was at Iowa.
Yeah.
Wow. And then great wins over Texas and Oklahoma and Kansas and North Carolina, neutral floor, at Baylor, and just some great plays, and then overcome with Yoki getting hurt during the middle of the year. And still managed to keep winning and stay near the top of the Big 12 and give us a chance for that championship the last week.
Yeah.
Didn't happen. Obviously, in-state tournament got to host 20,000 fans over 2 days, that Friday, Sunday.
That's
coming
incredible.
out and watch this play. It was tremendous support. Obviously picked a bad time to have a bad half. Maybe our worst half of the year. Colorado obviously had something to do with that, but still, what a really good year when you look back on everything.
Well, and maybe, things didn't end the way that you guys wanted it to, but just talk a little bit about how the support, that sellout crowd, everything, is that just a testament to what you guys are building in that program and also in women's sports, I guess? We could talk broader here too.
Yeah, absolutely. And we obviously, people are catching on. It's so fun, so entertaining. And we had some great crowds throughout the year. When we beat Texas at home, it was close to 9,500 fans. So we were close to a sellout then. And then kind of pushed it over the top. K-State Nation came through to sell out that last game of the in-state tournament we were hosting, and had a great crowd against our win against Portland too at home, close to 10,000. And the momentum's there. The fans are just so great and passionate, and they really embraced this team. And moving forward, I think they're going to embrace us in the immediate future.
Well, let's talk about moving forward, because of course the $1 million question is Aoka Lee, and we'll touch on that maybe in a minute. But regardless, you guys return a lot of good players. We saw a player like Terrence Sides have a really good freshman season, and a number of other players besides Lee. I don't want to discredit anything. She's sensational. But the rest of the roster, regardless, I think you're probably positive about the future of the program.
Oh, absolutely. You've got Serena, an all-conference player, the Glenn twins coming back, Jalen, a great two-way player, one of the best in the country. You've got, like you said, Sides. You've got Ziana Walker.
Yeah,
you've got Eliza Maupin, who's up playing there around the rim.
Also very good.
Gisela Sanchez, who was great, 6'3", could stretch the defense with her three, or also put on the floor to have some of the best passes you've seen, some of the highlights from the Big 12, that little backdoor cut and play she made. So excited about that, excited about our recruits coming in, and then going to keep building and stay with this momentum moving forward.
Yeah, I'll ask because I think they'll take my journalism degree away if I don't. Aoka Lee, everyone's kind of patiently or anxiously waiting her decision. A lot of people, I think, assumed she hasn't declared for the WNBA draft. She's coming back. That is not the case. Can you give us a little insight to, I don't want you to put words in her mouth, but to maybe what she's weighing right now?
Oh, she's such a thoughtful person.
Right.
And she did not want to make an emotional decision.
Right.
And she said, I want to wait till the women's basketball season is over, which it is now.
So stand by.
So stand by. Want to go through the pros and cons of everything, and we'll see. And whatever decision she makes we'll support 100%, and we'll know she'll be at peace with it, and it'll be a thorough, thought-out decision. She's really one of a kind.
And she's left an unbelievable impact on that program. 61 points. It will go
already
down
in the rafters
in the history books. Coach, we are a little bit bummed out you didn't bring the Gap goat to the studio. We'll forgive you, though. Next time we'll have the goat on.
Absolutely, I will.
Thanks,
awesome.
Coach.
Thanks so much for joining us, but don't go anywhere. We've got top plays from KU men and women's basketball. That's coming your way next.
Hi, Clay Sherwood here with Frank and Dean, the CEOs of Cube.
And they want to make sure you're keeping your pool clear this summer with Aquasil, a truly chlorine-free solution. Let swims and sweeps keep you cool this summer.
Hi, this is voice of the Wildcats, Wyatt Thompson. If you or someone you know is having thoughts of suicide or experiencing a mental health or substance use crisis, 988 provides direct connection to free, confidential, and compassionate support. When you call, text, or chat 988, you will be quickly connected to trained crisis counselors who will listen to your concerns, provide support, and connect you to additional resources if needed. For 24/7 non-judgmental support, just call, text, or chat 988.
Denali Home Design. Inspiration for you. A beautiful home starts here. DenaliHomeDesign.com. Your home elevated.
Fidelity State Bank and Trust, Topeka, empowering customers since 1922.
Debbie Orr, Senior Vice President and Consumer Loan Officer at Fidelity Bank, with reasons to have your auto loan right here at home.
We are offering competitive rates and terms on auto loans. Contact one of our friendly associates and we'll make it easy.
Fidelity Bank, we do business right here at home.
Together with Washburn University, we are proud to be back with another year of Everything Woman.
A 27 news series highlighting extraordinary women in our communities.
Like a woman starting a business to celebrate people of all abilities.
Or a woman dedicated to serving children for more than 30 years.
Or a woman operating her own electrical business.
Everyday women with their own unique stories.
To nominate someone, go to ksnt.com and click on Everything Woman.
Sponsored by Sharp Honda, Topeka ER and Hospital, and Washburn University.
Hello, Kelly.
Oh, hello, Dev Patel. On his new film, Monkey Man, you go from getting your behind whooped to just like, whoa! Plus, from Ted Lasso, Nick Mohammed.
Monday at 3 on 27 KSNT.
Welcome back to K-Nation. Last week we had the top plays from K-State basketball season. Of course, we're all about balance on K-Nation. We got the top plays for our Jayhawk viewers now.
Yes, we do. And like we said last week, your list and our list may not be the exact same, and some of these are TV video instead of our own shots since we can't film men's games inside Allen Fieldhouse. But nevertheless, plenty of electric moments for Kansas basketball's top plays from the 23-24 season.
Let's get right to it, and we start with some Oprah action. You get a highlight, you get a highlight, you get a highlight. It was just a party against the Mizzou Tigers. I don't know how they did an SEC play, but I'm guessing after this, it wasn't too. I do know how they did. Marco Jackson, though, with the 4-point play, and then a whole bunch more highlights. You see the KJ Adams, and then oh my goodness, check out that one. It was all sorts of fun, and KU, of course, stomped Mizzou all the way back to Columbia.
Goodness. Let's go to number 9, a little goodbye present for Oklahoma as they go to the SEC. Whoa. That's KJ Adams with the steal and the slam, 3-syllable athlete. Look how high he gets above the rim.
Yeah.
He's like he didn't hit his
Gotta
head
be careful
right
there, big fella.
Oh my gosh, little spoiler, this is not the last that we'll see of the big man.
All right, at number 8 on our list, Holly Kersketer trades threes for a 3-quarter pass. How about that? Down low to Tiana Jackson for the layup. That forced the K-State timeout. Of course, that was a huge win for the Jayhawks.
Yes, it was.
In the Sunflower Showdown in a packed Allen Fieldhouse, and KU would even the season series with a victory in that one.
Ooh, that one was fun. I was there. Coming in at number 7, a throwback to Kansas City. Hawks taking on Wichita State. That big old Marco Jackson slam was part of a personal 7-point run. Then he had a 3-pointer and an acrobatic layup in there, but that was not even our top play from this particular game.
My goodness, you can believe it. Coming in at number 6 is a 3-parter. Check this out. KJ Adams gets the rebound, runs the floor, up and above the rim yet again. This was also in the T-Mobile Center. The Hawks just love dunking on the Shockers. And KJ Adams, we know he loves to dunk the basketball, period. Bill Self says Kansas did best when Adams took the ball up the court, and it looks like that's true there. That is number 6.
Coming in at number 5, a little word of advice for opposing teams. Don't go at Tiana Jackson. That's why.
I believe she's blocked a few shots.
She has just a couple. I believe they call that, quote, silly goose behavior. Maybe you call it that in the industry. The Kansas center uses both hands. She sends that shot out of bounds, almost into the stands.
She should get credit for 2 blocks on that.
She should, with both hands? I don't know. Twin also finishes with 301 career blocks. She's in the history books at KU.
At number 4, hard to name just one shot, but how about all of them? 273 to be exact. Holly Kersketer became KU's 3-point scoring record. An absurd 40% from deep. Kersketer definitely will be remembered for a long time in Lawrence.
Goodness, she's so good. But let's go to the top 3. Another 3. Kevin McCullough Jr. hits a dagger to put UConn to bed. You know, the team who's playing for a natty in about 20 hours. No, not at all. This game was pretty much the epitome of college hoops and ended with the Hawks knocking off then number 4 UConn in Allen.
At number 2, well, he'd be the first to tell you this season was not perfect, but oh my goodness, Nick Timberlake, that was just not nice. A poster in Stillwater probably had the burners fired up. Nick Timberlake, number 2.
Legacy game. And coming in at number 1, KB stands for Kaya Buckets if you didn't know, but it also means clutch basketball. They're down by 3 with 15 to play. Zakiya Franklin dribbles around the rim, falls, gets it to tie in the NCAA tournament against Michigan. That one ended up going to OT. The Jayhawks got a win. Would not have been possible without K-Nation's top play of the season, courtesy KB.
We hope you enjoyed the top 10. Stick with us. We'll wrap up the show right after this break.
Car wrecks don't just happen from 9 to 5. If you're in a wreck, we're available 24/7.
Don't wait until tomorrow to get the help you need now. In a wreck, need a check?
Patterson Legal is the way to go. Call 431-0000.
Protect your home from sudden power outages with a Generac home standby generator, installed by Shockwave Electric certified experts. Call Shockwave Electric for all your commercial and residential electrical services.
Hi folks, Rodney Robertson with Window Design and Remodeling. We recently constructed this addition on this home and added this beautiful deck. We removed the back wall and added 300 square feet of kitchen and dining area. Just look at the difference from before to after. Call Window Design and Remodeling today or visit our website. We are your home remodeling specialists.
Play the 27 KSNT Basketball Challenge. Sign up for your chance to win a 4K Smart TV and pizza for an entire year. Join now at KSNT.com. Sponsored by these fine sponsors.
All Free Clear is the #1 doctor-recommended brand for sensitive skin.
Whether you have a family with sensitive skin,
or you do yourself.
For a gentle and effective clean, all you need is All Free Clear.
Hello, Kelly.
oh, hello, Dev Patel. On his new film, Monkey Man, you go from getting your behind whooped to just like, whoa! Plus, from Ted Lasso, Nick Mohammed.
Monday at 3 on 27 KSNT.
Car wrecks don't just happen from 9 to 5. If you're in a wreck, we're available 24/7.
Don't wait until tomorrow to get the help you need now. In a wreck, need a check?
Patterson Legal is the way to go. Call 431-0000.
Hello, Kelly.
oh, hello, Dev Patel. On his new film, Monkey Man, you go from getting your behind whooped to just like, whoa! Plus, from Ted Lasso, Nick Mohammed.
Monday at 3 on 27 KSNT.
Hey, we got to send you all off with some heartwarming content. This is the good stuff right here.
Yes, it is. The good stuff and the Jayhawks. Devin Neal shared this picture on social media this week of a young Devin Neal and Zeke Mayo, yes, KU's new commit, at the bowling alley together. Just a couple of Lawrence natives who are ready to tear it up for their hometown, with Neal captioning it, "So back."
There we go. Maybe we got to get Devin Neal on the basketball court with him. He used to
Maybe
play baseball, so
yeah.
I figure one more sport. What's the...
I saw a couple photos floating around of them with Andrew Wiggins,
And Zeke,
so maybe.
and Zeke Mayo on the football field?
Maybe so. They could switch up.
Please credit us with all these good ideas if you take us up on it. Hey, thanks for watching K-Nation. Join us next Sunday and join us every Sunday right after our 10 p.m. newscast.
Have a great night. We'll see you next week.
We were giving Des a little bit of a hard time because he's not been able to run. He's probably a few pounds heavier than he would like to be, but he's certainly taken advantage of it with his upper body.
We're looking at it like we're trying to win a Big 12 championship, so this is stuff we need to do.